Well, there's one name that I have to echo here, and it's Governor Dan McKee. A couple of weeks ago at Southside Cultural Center, during the family day and tabling, I had a conversation with the governor, and I handed him an invitation to come and hear the voices of the community around the proposed plans for the Superman building. And what the governor said to me was, it wasn't me. He put his hands up, Dan McKee, and said, it wasn't me. Stepped back and said, I had nothing to do with it. And I'm looking at the governor, and I'm saying, and I'm going to be nice right now, because I'm having some thoughts circulate, but what I said was, sometimes you have to break the law to save people. And what I mean, and what I'm referring to, is the movie Lean on Me and Morgan Freeman, and how the gangs wanted to invade the school, and he put the padlocks on the doors, and he said, you know, I'm going to take care of my students. It's not going to happen. It's a thing that's not going to happen. And I look at the governor and I says, what you need is a bat. Because Morgan Freeman had a bat, right? And I guess the moral of the story here is, you got to take initiative when you see something going down in your city. That is the governor. And I think it's inhumane and poor taste to allow unsheltered people to have to sleep outdoors behind 7-Elevens, in the grass, anywhere they can. We have a lot of money here, enough to give folks shelter. I'm really not understanding why folks are still living outdoors. We have close to 400 people counted, and that's counted because there are a lot of folks who are couch surfing right now. 400 folks, about 400 folks counted that are forced to sleep outdoors. Families. And the real kicker is, tent cities are illegal, right? Encampments are illegal. Sleeping on the city sidewalk now is illegal. So where do they go? When the cops come along and say get up, where do they go? And if you cannot provide a place for someone who is homeless, you have no right telling them to get up. If you cannot provide, I was born and raised here in Rhode Island, and it is not the same. There is no urgency around helping folks that don't have anything. There is, I want to say approximately like 1,100 people in the shelters. And this has been going on. It's just a lot of light has been shed on the housing crisis after the death of George Floyd, right? But they don't hear us. The governor doesn't hear us. The mayor doesn't hear us. It's like no one hears us. These are folks that were voted in. Gentrification is happening at the speed of light. But that 30% tax credit that High Rock is asking for, we're going to fight that. Tooth, rod, nail with all we have. And if we can't get the amount of, I hear you, Ashley, if we can't get the amount of 33% at 30% AMI, they don't deserve that tax credit. They're asking for a subsidy but won't give us one, and they're using our dollars.